IISERs are a new class of institutions which are going to cater to the need of the world. Now, IISER Bhopal is very unique in the sense that we recognized very early that the future is going to be a mixture of very strong engineering component like artificial intelligence or technologies being built to serve science in many ways. If you look at today's scientific research, most of the research incorporates utilizing heavy, expensive, high-tech instruments at the atomic level to understand processes, whether it is physics or chemistry or biology.
IISER Bhopal has been really lucky to have Professor Vinod Singh as its founder director. And if you visit the campus, you can see what kind of facilities and infrastructure he has developed within a very short span of time. Not only that, we have been even luckier when we had Professor Umaputi as a second director, and he's not only continuing the great work that Professor Singh had initially done, he is adding on to it. When I walked down the memory lane, I could see and think about so many events. Like when we first published the first paper from IISER Bhopal, the first research grant, the first labs, the first institutional lecture. So these are all milestones. You cannot single out and say that this is more fundamental or more important, because an institution grows with time. It takes time, because Rome was not built in one day.
IISER Bhopal aspires to contribute to society by transforming the sharp minds of nation into the leaders of science and related discipline. And to do so, the curriculum of various programs are designed with complete integration of teaching with state-of-art research. Variety of skills that are imparted during the coursework to the students prepare them well for an outstanding career worldwide for science and related disciplines.
We are trying to attract the best of teaching faculty members and so that they carry out cutting-edge research, which is contemporary in the global front. We give a good startup money to start their research so that their research can get a head start.
I've traveled around a bit and I've been in institutes in Australia, in England, in Germany, and I really think IISER Bhopal has the potential clearly to be one of the top places in the world in just a few years with all these enthusiasm put together. The best about the place is that I am all the time surrounded by so many smart, interested and very, very motivated students. That just makes it so much more rewarding to actually work here.
I can say this for sure that the kind of independence and space that we get here is comparable to any other good institute in India or even compared to US universities. This really provides a very good academic atmosphere here to work on your own as well as do your teaching duties.
Today's innovation and technology depends on a multidisciplinary approach in terms of knowledge development. An engineer today has to be aware of the depth in science so that the contribution comes from both science and engineering. Similarly, a scientist must also understand a part of engineering so that when they work together, they can appreciate the contribution from an engineer.
I believe that IISER Bhopal is going to create a space in Indian map in next 5 years. Nobody can forget it. It is very difficult to ignore IISER Bhopal in next 5 years.
only IISER to have both engineering sciences and natural sciences, apart from humanities and social sciences. So we try to attract the best of students across our country, and so far we have been successful in doing so, and hope that we get better students in the near future, because ultimately they are our brand ambassadors. What we publish from our institution gets noticed, definitely. That brings name and fame to the institution. But again, the performance of the students, not only within the campus, but when they go abroad or outside the campus, they serve as ambassadors to the institution. That is very important.
So, in my opinion, teaching and learning, after certain maturity of thought is gained, they go hand in hand. Each complements the other. In the sense that in teaching, basically, when I want to present a certain concept, first of all, I need to know the concept up to a certain extent. And then I have to ask questions to myself regarding it as to how much clarity I have regarding it, because I have to answer all the questions that might appear. In a gist, I would say that teaching helps in clarity of thought and as well as organizations of thoughts. And while teaching at IISER Bhopal, I think that the questions that come from students, so one has to be very comprehensive in knowing what kind of questions can be asked in a certain concepts. And that way, the kind of students that we have here is really a very good lot, which are inquisitive minds, and that has really helped me in having a clear understanding of what I do actually.
Projects like breast cancer research, solar photovoltaics, and protein labeling technologies have been very well highlighted by newspapers as well as magazines. We do have Innovation and Incubation Center for Entrepreneurship. This facilitates the students as well as the faculty to do startup with the intellectual property what they have gained in IISER Bhopal.
Among a batch of 300 odd students, maybe 30 to 35% have academic aptitude to go for higher research. That does not necessarily mean that they are anyway superior, not at all. The rest, say 65 to 70% of the students, they're equally good, but they don't have that aptitude to do academics at a higher level. So for them, we try to have companies visit our campus, do some campus interview, and of course they end up taking job after they complete the BSMS program.
IISER Bhopal alumni are working across the globe in industry as well as pursuing career in scientific research. Based on last 3 years statistics, 45% of IISER Bhopal graduates are pursuing PhD. Out of them, 21% are doing PhD abroad. 32% of IISER Bhopal graduates as well as doctoral students are venturing into industry and postdoctoral studies. For all-round grooming of the students, Institute Career Development and Placement Council, under the umbrella of Alumni and International Relations Office, organize workshop for the development of soft skills of the students apart from their regular academic career.
guys that IISER Bhopal is same as any other national or international institutions. They have complete freedom not only in academics but also all non-academic creative activities. I would say. They have many forums, clubs to discuss science, arts, sports activities, and debates on various national issues.
I've only recently graduated from IISER Bhopal, and there isn't much of a gap to see between what was and what is now. But the thing is that what was itself was excellent. It was way above par than what I expected for my UG life.
Scientist grows as an all-rounded individual, therefore the future, their contribution will be more towards the society and the societal needs. And therefore I think IISER Bhopal is uniquely positioned in that sense compared to other IISERs. And of course the IISERs are uniquely positioned compared to other institutions in India because this gives you the interdisciplinary need of the world today.